Hey yo, what it do YouTube? It's your boy Alvin MB10 aka AMR10, and what I got for you today is some NBA 2K24 Next Gen. Now as you can see, the build video that I have here today happens to be how to make your very own Jayson Tatum build on NBA 2K24. Now, he happens to be one of the players in this game where there's not a template for them, so me making this build is based off of me making this build for 3 consecutive years, so trust me, I will get you right with this Jayson Tatum build. Now, as most of you know, he is right-handed, wears the jersey number 0, and does play for the Boston Celtics. He is the starting small forward, even though sometimes he does start at power forward, which is kind of insane. Comes in at a height of 6'8" while weighing approximately 210 pounds with a 6'11" wingspan. And these are some of the badges that we can get on this build, so pay key attention to those. Now, before we get into the breakdown for this build, I do got to say thank you for all the support on the channel, but please don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, drop a comment telling me any of the builds you want to see as well as any other videos, and lastly but not least, hit that subscribe button and turn post notice on. Now, I'm going to quickly go through the attributes first, and then we'll go through the badges so I can explain to you why we set it out the way we did. So to start off with, we went with the physicals with a stamina of a 92, vertical of a 75, which is always for pro contact dunks, strength of a 74 because it's what you need when you want to be able to get some of these necessary defensive and of course playmaking badges such as bulldozer. And then you also want acceleration maxed out at a 75, speed at an 81, which is one below the max. But again, you can tweak this build and tweak it to how you feel is best for you, and you can max it out with the +1 speed. But honestly, in this game, I'm running with a 71 speed right now, and I'm keeping up with people. Now, it might be because no one's hit 99, but I also believe it also might be because very few people are putting hella speed on their builds. Now, finishing wise, we decided to start things off with an 87 on the driving dunk just because JT does have the ability to bang it on people. Pause, even though there's that one clip wondering of him and Kyrie in an interview where Kyrie basically says JT feared dunking it on LeBron. And then when it came to the close shot and driving layup, decided to go with a 76 on the driving layup and a 72 on the close shot. My thinking here was JT has an ability whereby if he's not dunking it home, he has a nice finishing touch around the rim, especially whether driving or finding himself under the cup. So we wanted to reflect that with a 76 driving layup and a 72 close shot, as well as giving him a 75 when it came to the post control, just because we wanted to be able to get some of these nice post badges, which I'll explain later. Now, shooting wise, JT happens to be a modern era NBA player in that his shooting splits tend to be he's either shooting a 3 or going for a layup / dunk, and if both of those aren't available, then he'll resort to the mid-range game. I'm just saying from what I've seen in some of the games I've seen him play, so we decided to give him an 85 when it came to the 3 ball, as well as giving him an 82 when it came to the mid-range. Now, as you can see, this does mean we managed to get a lot of the badges, I say a lot, all the badges at silver, and at the very least as well as gold. And then free throw rating wise, this isn't based on how he actually plays. This is just me putting it at a level where I think he'll be able to make free throws in the rec, because as most of you know, some of you do struggle. So we went with a 77. When it came to the pass accuracy, put this up to a 77 so we could get bronze needle thread at the very least. Ball handle, put this up to an 84. And then you want to also put the speed with ball maxed out at a 77. Then you got to remember, JT is somewhat of a two-way player, so you got to put some respect on his defense first off by giving it a 76 on the perimeter as well as a 74 when it comes to the interior, because this year, if you are a 3, 4, or 5, aka small forward, power forward, or center, you want to find yourself with a little bit of interior defense at the very, I say a little bit, an average amount of interior defense at the very least, because if you don't, you're going to be getting scored on non-stop. Trust me, I'm seeing it. And then we decided to go with a 47 on the steal only because we needed a few, there was not enough attribute points for us to be able to get steal, block, and rebound, so we had to sacrifice one, and I personally thought steal was one I could sacrifice slightly, so we went with a 47 on the steal, but we went with a 77 when it came to the block, as well as a defensive rebound of a 66. Now, this is how I set the build out. I'm going to quickly explain to you why I did what I did. As you know, the 87 driving dunk explains itself. I wanted silver, precision dunker, posterizer, aerial wizard, and bunnies at gold, as well as the capability of getting that good old pro contact. And then the driving layup is at a 76 because it means that we can get silver acrobat as well as gold pro touch, scooper, giant slayer, and of course Hall of Fame spin cycle and 2-step, as well as silver whistle. These badges will all play a nice key part when you're finishing at the rim, so trust me, we should all be, I know everyone's hating on the badge regression in 2K, but we gotta admit, they did it right with how they allow you to run the badges, basically all of them, which in my personal opinion is the way to do it, because having to choose between badges, pain. In the post game, as you can see, we are capable of getting silver unpluckable because of how we've set out our ball handle and post control. Technically, it's how we set out our ball handle, but yeah, but we also are capable of, I say capable, we also do get silver dream shake, drop stepper, hook specialist, post playmaker, post spin technician, and bronze backdown punisher, and the badge I haven't mentioned yet, which is gold post fade phenom. Now this badge will be a super necessary thing for you to be using if you're running this build, because post fade's a cheese, 1. 2, it's really hard to guard. Trust me, play out the post with this build, because the combination of how it's set up will have you killing people. Now, at the mid-range with an 82, it does mean we managed to get, with an 82 mid and an 85-3, we managed to get Silver Blinders, Gold Catch and Shoot, Silver Deadeye, Space Creator, Spot Finder, Midi Magician, Open Looks, as well as Gold Guard Up, and of course, Post Fade Phenom. And then on the 3-ball side of things, we managed to get the other badges of Gold Claymore, Gold Corner Specialist, Bronze Limitless and Agent 3s, as well as Gold Catch and Shoot. This means that this build is not only a spot-up shooter, but you're able to shoot off the dribble, which again, makes you more versatile than most. And also means that, trust me, you will be a threat offensively whether the ball's in your hand or not, because your man defending you will always have to pay attention to you, which creates a lot of space and room for your teammates to roam across the floor. Free throws at a 77, as I said, so you can be able to knock down free throws in the rec. Pass accuracy, 77, because we wanted to get that silver post playmaker, which with us playing out the post quite a bit, because JT does find himself in situations where if he's not shooting the 3 or driving at the cup, it's a lot of taking he posts people up and basically faces up and either fades out the post or just finds his way moving the ball around. So having silver post playmaker as well as relay passer, dimer, and of course bronze needle threader does help with that. And then with an 84 on the ball handle, it means we get silver unpluckable as well as gold physical handles, and then the 77 speed of the ball, blow by, hyperdrive, speed booster at silver, gold triple strike at gold. I say gold triple strike at gold. But the key thing to pay attention here is triple strike and post playmaker, post playmaker as well as gold post fade phenom. All 3 of those play a part in each other, in that post fade phenom will help you in your ability to shoot out the post. Post playmaker will help you with your ability to pass out the post. And then the ironic thing about it is, if you hold L2 to get out of the post, if you manage to get yourself out of the post without dribbling, gold triple strike will help you beat your defender. I just want you to deep that. So those 3 combined on this build will make you unstoppable, and is why I am saying to you, unless you're running the fast break to get open at 3 with this build, post up. Trust me, you will be a problem for everybody else. Now defensively, JT is not the greatest, but he's not the worst. I would technically say he's above average, so we decided to give him a 74 on the interior and a 76 on the perimeter, because it means 74 on the interior means we get silver workhorse and bronze post lockdown, and then a 76 on the perimeter means we get all perimeter badges at least bronze. And from someone who's currently running bronze fast feet, trust me, you can stay in front of people, and I haven't even got bronze clamps yet. So those 2 there are enough for you as a small forward to be able to guard up. Still, we don't manage to get any badges, but with the 77 block, it does mean we get bronze chase down artist, which isn't the badge we were chasing, but instead we managed to get bronze anchor, which, as it says, boosts the player's ability to defend and protect the paint. And then the defensive rebound was just there so that you could be able to crash the glass and, of course, get box out beast and rebound chaser. Now, you tell me how you want to run this build, but again, from my personal diagnosis, play it out the post unless you're on a fast break, because if you're playing it out the post, those 3 badges I mentioned earlier of post playmaker, triple strike, and post fade phenom will make it impossible for people to really guard you when you get into those positions. Now, the players we do get in the shades of for this build happen to be none other than Andrew Wiggins, Brandon Ingram, and Richard Jefferson. And the name of the build is a 3-level threat. At this point, I really do believe 2K just grouped a bunch of builds under 3-level threat, whereby it's, if you have playmaking, finishing, shooting, you're a 3-level threat. And hey, it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, which if you did, don't forget to do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as turning post notifications on. And lastly but not least, don't forget to drop a comment telling me any other builds you want to see me make, as well as any tweaks you would make to this build. But yeah, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. I'll catch you in a bit. Deuces.